Welcome back to the second episode of Something Original. My name's Hazy.
And I'm Gan.
Welcome back. From the bottom of my heart, I just want to start this out by saying, thank you guys so much for so much of the support that you gave episode 1. It's a pretty good start, wouldn't you say, Gan?
I do. Honestly, I was a little bit almost reluctant coming in to this today after the past week I've been having, but you know what? That's why I have a good friend like Chase there, but then above, well, not above Chase, but I just appreciate all the support and all the good feedback that we've been getting, man. That's what honestly keeps me going. So, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. You want to talk about your week, any? Maybe shed some light, or you want to just...
Actually, yeah, I've told
You can
Chase...
talk about parts, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had, two almost close death experiences, actually. The first one being, getting ran off the road. My car didn't have power steering, so I kind of was asking for it, but, yeah, I got ran off the road to a ditch. Thankfully, got back onto the road, drove home. I actually drove to work all next day, and then as I was, almost home, I was coming up the driveway, and next thing you know, something popped in my car, and then, all of a sudden, I couldn't turn anymore, and then as I was getting out of the car, I noticed, bro, the whole tire rod just popped out.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's but then it made me think.
Do you think the ditch maybe caused that?
Oh, definitely. I definitely think it loosened it.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, dude, and it made me think though, that could have popped out while I was on the highway or on, going at a decent speed, dude, and that thing could have been the end right there,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, take everything with a little bit of optimism. You could have been in a lot worse situation for sure.
Exactly, man. But I'm here, and
I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you for being here today and
anything
recording
you,
the podcast. We may have had a little bit of a slip up this week on my side and our side, I guess, for the podcast. We recorded episode 2 the Wednesday, the day after the podcast released, and we were fucking ready. And it was a good episode. It was really good. But we lost one of the audio files.
Thanks, man.
I wasn't going to say who it was, but I mean,
there's only 2 of us, Chase. It's a 50-50.
Shit happens, but I mean, it's okay, dude. We're here today. It's Saturday. It's probably a better day than Wednesday,
And I mean, I felt like it wasn't as with the technical difficulties we're having, and I just felt and then there was that 10-minute break we had at that one point, and it was crazy because we just started talking about our evening, and then we just went back into just talking about this is just how Chase and I talk on a regular basis, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. Always, bro.
For sure. Thank you again. I mean, I know it was such a rough week for you, but I mean, sticking it through, bro. I mean,
you got to, dude. I got to. I can't just sit around, man. I can't. I got to keep moving. I got to keep going. Life is
what I do every day. Just if I'm ever getting super stressed out. This is for anybody out there that needs this. Sometimes we just forget to breathe. This is what I do whenever I'm feeling stressed. I just take a second. I take a super deep breath in and then just another deep breath out, and you just do that. You stop whatever you're doing, and you just take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and I swear 10 pounds gets lifted off my shoulders,
And I just think it's so crazy how something so simple that we do every day, but if you focus on that for just a second, get rid of all the other, stresses in your head. I guess this could lead right into our meditation topic that we want to talk about.
Shit, yeah. I said, you should go ahead, actually, because you kind of started it.
Well, My experiences with meditation were a struggle for me at first, and I know why. I have like extreme ADHD and really just fully sporadic thoughts, but all over the place. But I noticed when I was out in Arizona that one thing that really helped me like get everything outside of my head, and it sounds crazy, but I did underwater meditation. And dude, it would be like my jam, honestly. I would go to the gym, just change real quick in some nice swim shorts or whatever, dude. And like out in Arizona, like it's pretty much always hot. But so then I would just go out to my like the pool at my apartment complex, dude. People probably thought I was crazy, but that's fine. I would just go out there, dude, and I realized that when I was underwater, right, and then I would just, let out all the air, just sit under there, like under the water for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. Nothing even super crazy, man. But just the fact that I could just clearly, just let my mind just relax. That spoke levels to me, dude.
Yeah.
Constantly, it resonates in my life. Like anytime I'm like stressed for something, like you're saying, the breathing and everything like that, it all plays hand in hand, really.
Yeah,
dude,
seriously. I definitely want to start getting back. I've never even meditated, but I've been watching so many like meditation videos where it's just like I feel like I would love that. My girlfriend, she does yoga, but I bet that's like two different things. I know yoga is really good for like stress relief and stuff, but even exercise too.
it's all
But
about
meditation, it's just like it's about like more of like a spiritual thing as well.
yes. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
no, I agree. I definitely agree with you, bro. It's you're aligning yourself, really, because like
And I had the idea though, because normal meditation, you say like you meditated underwater and this helped you, and I'm sure you like experienced different things from like the other form of meditation, just like breathing in air. So what if we like connected all four of these elements? We do air, water, earth, fire,
mm,
last step, set yourself on fire. I don't know what you would do for rock, earth, but last step, that's how you go out. You like connect all four of these elements, and then that's probably how you like ascend.
that's how that's how you get your celestial powers.
For sure. And what if that's it though, and everybody's just been like too scared to do it?
Then you gotta think about like how many people have never actually like went anywhere after they died.
That would well, that's
That'd be
just the
bummer.
great unknown,
Exactly.
You just don't know.
And that actually segues. Well, I mean, do you want to go into the afterlife topic? I kind of segued right into it, to be honest.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah. Dude.
So I was also talking about how like, so ask me what I think happens after we die. Just ask me. Come on. Let me hear it.
Hazy, what,
Yeah.
in your own opinions, brother man, do you think happens after we die?
So, thank you, Gannon, for the question. In my experience, I'm just kidding. But what I was thinking, when we die, our souls leave our body, leave Earth, and go to the edge of the universe. And because the universe is always expanding at every second, it's expanding right now. Our souls are what is expanding the universe. And maybe that's when, and because like, there's a conspiracy about like aliens. That's how they like fucking travel through space and stuff, They go to like these different dimensions. What if you die, you like are shifted into a different dimension, and then like you're in that plane, and then you can still like go up in these dimensions and stuff and become like a celestial being. You can travel through space and time through your dimensions. This is the shit. I had a fucking epiphany, dude. Like, what if this is fucking real? What if that's what I think.
Oh, dude, honestly, I love that theory. I think it just sounds so beautiful. Just to think that, our soul essentially just adds on to this ever expanding universe. There's so much out there, dude. I hope I can see the day where we can just go out and see it for ourselves,
That's all I want, honestly.
Honestly, dude, being Oh man, yeah, dude, I agree.
Like,
You
what
know,
if you get to like a point where you're just this celestial being and you're like, I want to fucking make like a new universe. Let's fucking do it. And then you
oh,
just like boom, like, and like every single. That's what I've always used to think about too. How like universes are just like little grains of salt and like just a massive void of celestial like whatever the fuck just making their own universes.
yeah.
And holy fuck, dude. That's just like that's what I think. I don't know.
And like, I I love that part too, but like that's kind of scary to think about. Like, we're just,
No, it's terrifying.
we're just, these people trying to just make it
It
out of
just
this
makes
person's
you
universe.
think. It just shows you how like insignificant we all are, honestly.
Yes.
Even on like the actual universal scale that we know about, like we
yeah.
are still like so insignificant.
I mean, dude, I
I mean,
love,
I'm not trying to say like you're not significant. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. I feel bad.
no, don't, no, dude, you're fine. No, not at all. I'm not. Where was I going? So, I mean, I feel insignificant like when, you know, anytime I see something that just absolutely baffles me, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
I feel insignificant in a little way. To like
For
when I'm
sure.
when I listen to somebody, I think like that especially I feel it when I'm like listening to someone I think very highly of,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, man, if only I could just be like this person, if I could just be a little better. And that's, I don't know. I feel like I feel like we should all just try to just strive for greatness and to be significant, But I guess life is just
We
a
gotta
wild
bring
ride.
up humanity, bro. It
That's true.
is. You're not insignificant, bro. Like, don't think about that.
What?
What I was thinking, like what we do in society is like basically a summary of humanity's manifestation. I'm gonna put it out there. What we need to do, what I think our meaning should be as a species, should just be like the step forward in progression with our species and just build up humanity in like just the healthiest way possible, just to make sure we are all like on the right track to just be able to experience the unexperienced,
Exactly, dude. Um,
This is fucking deep, bro. Second
I
episode in, we are going balls to the wall right now.
And just to let you guys know, we are like way more legit, and by the way more legit, Chase sent me footnotes, and so
Yeah, we got topics now,
yeah,
motherfuckers.
we got topics now. We are becoming more and more legit because we want this to keep going. And
Gannon, what's next on the list of topics?
average pride. Oh well, or the
That sounds bad, honestly, because you hear like white pride.
yeah.
No way comparable.
No way. Well, I feel like that's more like you were talking about that.
Yeah,
topic.
I mean, well, I told you before. I didn't know if you were gonna like throw your own information in, but so I don't know why I wrote this down, honestly, because I kind of just wanted to throw it in if a moment arised. But average pride, I just take so much pride in being an average person. Like, I don't care if I'm like the laziest dude ever. I'm so content with that. Oh my God, what was that?
Nothing.
That scared me. Jesus. Sorry, audience, but I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I just like I always growing up had like just C's and D's in like school and shit because I just didn't care, and I didn't care to be like any better. But I don't know. I'm just like content with who I am.
And I am very content with who you are. You talk. But no, dude.
Thanks.
Okay, you talk about you being average, bro. No. Nuh-uh. You talked me out of some crazy stuff today, dude. I was taking my own problems, my own situations, and I was bringing it out on you, dude. And you had to bring me back to center.
Yeah.
Lost my cool for a second, but dude,
We all have moments.
You're not an average guy. All right, Chase. Right.
I know I think everybody is unique. But I think on a scale of like accomplishments to like nothing, I'm in a good middle. I'm not trying to like say our scale for like success and like individual like identities should be focused on success, but maybe it's just like a comfort level for me. I don't know. I don't know what I'm even
Well,
talking about anymore.
no, it's well, okay. You were talking about success, right? And
Yes.
in relation to being on average, you know, dude, I think like you should just look at it in a personal sense, bro. You got Shiloh who cares about you, bro, immensely. You got Miko over there, dude. Like,
Miko!
yeah, you just I think also what I learned this week is like, dude, just be grateful. Like, yeah, just it's hard. I know sometimes life just really wants to just punch you right in the stomach, but no,
Seriously.
dude, it's just you gotta persevere, you know. And with the success thing, it's not really success. It's like how I feel like what makes a person unaverage is selflessness, you know, or empathy. I think that's such a, like a two things that I feel like just sort of get lost in the sauce, man. Like I feel like if you try to put yourself in someone else's shoes, like what you do all the time with me, like, dude, that's not average. That's a gift, dude. I'm like fucking insane. I know being my friend is not always the easiest thing because it's like, dude, I
We
feel
are definitely like the yin and yang of friendships. Like
exactly
I'm definitely more like relaxed and calm, and you're just like,
go.
what's the next thing? Yeah, you're just like you fucking run straight into a wall.
Yeah, I mean,
Not as an insult. I'm not
no, I
trying to
know that.
insult you.
I know that, dude. I mean, dude, I just love living. I love it, dude. And even like now, dude, after getting on here, bro, I feel a million times better. I just,
Hell
man,
yeah.
dude, fuck.
But and there's no like such thing as an average person either. Like that's what I love about our species and like humanity. We're all so fucking unique.
Exactly.
And that's what is so great about us. And it's just so hard to really concept like fucking anything to like build ourselves up because we are just all so different. We all have different opinions, and I get that. But you know, I don't know.
We will. I feel like I see it more and more all the time, dude. And it's just like I'll be sitting at the bar, and you know, next thing you know, dude, someone comes up to me and they talk to me about conspiracies, or you know, I feel like people low key know that I'm into this kind of shit, so that's why they bring it up. But it's crazy because like I'll be sitting there, you know, have a bunch of mediocre conversations, and then someone just absolutely floors me and gets my brain going. I'm like, whoa, people are just so interesting. And I want to just shout out Trent Singleton right now because that was the guy. Last night he sat next to me,
Shit.
bro, and he just had my brain flowing, bro, about conspiracies, dude. It was nuts. But
Shout out.
shout out, dude. Shout out Trent Singleton, bro. Fucking awesome, bro.
That's
But
what I love too. Like we just all have such unique, different experiences. Like if you ever like are driving and you look into like somebody's car and you just see like, oh my God, like what have they been through? You know, not trying to say anything bad about anybody, but it's just like holy fuck, like I'm looking at somebody and they have a completely different life than mine, and I just wonder because I know I've been through some traumatic shit. What have they gone through?
mhm. But at the same sense, that's what makes it so fucking beautiful, bro. In its own way, man. That's what makes it so great. Is like people do have different experiences, you know, and sometimes those experiences align with other people, and sometimes people
Oh yeah,
give
for sure.
amazing advice based off of their own situations, you know. And dude, I look at that with my own trauma a lot with my own life, because I used to look at it, you know, and just hate it so much. Like, oh man, like why can't I just have a normal life, you know? Like why did I have to have so much pain in the beginning? And now the more and more as I get older, I can just reciprocate nothing but like my heart and my mind, dude. Every time I'm with somebody, I try to just bring good energy, man. I try to. And sometimes, like today, stuff catches up. But you just gotta keep persevering, man, and just always, I don't know, just try to think of people more. That's all I want to throw out there at the end of this, you know. But
Yeah, definitely care about people. Like just we spend a lot of time just with hate, and it's just like also it's like a system flaw at the same time. Like we're programmed to just do shit every day that we don't want to do at the same time. We're barely getting any sleep. Our fucking bodies are polluted with all these toxins and everything terrible for us. We feel like we have no voice because everything's so corrupt. But at the same time, we're expected to throw on this smile and act so fucking professional with everything. And it's just like come on, like we are like dead from the start.
exactly.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, and
It's
that,
just
oh, I'm sorry. I did not.
no. Go ahead. I was honestly about to lose it.
But then that kind of adds on to what I was talking about in the podcast that I lost. But we wanted to also start doing things we find fascinating, and just to add on to that with what you were just saying about faking smiles and stuff like that. In the same sense, I was listening, and I'm gonna shout him out one more time. I think, or you'll probably hear him a bunch of times. Duncan
Jesus.
Trussell, dude. If you guys don't, I mentioned him in the last episode. If you guys don't know who that is, he had a big part of Adventure Time and Midnight Gospel, and now he does a lot on Duncan Trussell Family Hour, dude. Amazing stuff. But he, being the intriguing person that he is, he was on this website where he talks to an AI, and he asked the AI, what if you could make a song, like what would it be about? He asked an AI, a robot without, essentially emotions at all. Well,
Yeah.
not essentially, it doesn't have emotions. But
I hope.
I know but the AI responded and was like, I would probably write a song about not taking life so seriously. Think about it, dude. We just like grind our gears all day, dude. Sometimes you gotta just keep going.
For sure.
Keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? And
There was oh, sorry, were you done?
no, I was done. I was actually done.
Okay.
I always
Sorry.
I do that at the end. It's just like, my brain, I just go
Yeah, it just keeps running, dude. It's so crazy. But there was a TikTok I saw. I can't remember the guy. I'm so sorry. I'll try to find his name and like shout him out. But he like did a bit where he like used the filter of like an alien to like, and he acted like he was on a podcast. He was talking to himself, but he was like using the alien filter to make like it seemed like he was talking to an alien, whatever. But he was asking the alien, so like, what do you do? Like, what's the meaning on your planet, or what do you think the meaning of life is, or whatever? And he was like, why do you need a meaning? Like we know we came from accident. Like, it's just like, why do we even need to like do anything? And he was like, whoa, like it's crazy. And then the alien was like, so what do you do? Like, what do you think the meaning is? And he was like, well, we just work every day and like hate ourselves, basically. That's not how the video really went. Just go watch that video. I love it. I saved it because I just want to keep going back to that because it just made such a good point. And I think I talked about this on the last podcast too.
Yeah.
But I didn't shout that guy out. So I feel bad.
Full circle. But yeah, dude. No. Sometimes I keep a bunch of videos like that, and I'm just gonna segue into huge shout out to music, bro. In general,
Damn.
man, like
You make music, right?
I do. So I've not been practicing because just by the unfortunate situations that happened in Phoenix, Arizona, where.
So what? You never like mentioned what you were doing out in Arizona, did you?
Oh, I was going to school for audio engineering, actually.
Boom.
I loved it. But then COVID really got a hold of that one for me. But
Damn.
As I look through the chain reactions in my life, I don't dwell in the past, but I often look back just because I feel like there's so many different things that just counteract with each other. Like if this didn't happen, then that didn't happen, and then I wouldn't have met this person, and then, you know, I wouldn't have started thinking this way. And I don't know if that made a lot of sense, but it's just like, I don't know. When I feel pain, sometimes I just have to like look back and be like, it's okay. You know,
yeah, you gotta learn from your like past, not mistakes, but your past
experiences.
like, yeah, for sure.
Experiences, man. Life's crazy, dude. It's a wild
It
ride.
it is. Holy fuck! Like how crazy is life, you know? But what were you saying about like Arizona? Like you
Got
like
robbed.
what happened? Got robbed.
I did get robbed. I was like, while I was, you know, I went out and I was transitioning from one house to another. So I was like doing that hotel life, and I had all my audio engineering stuff in my hotel room, which I am almost certain it was an inside job, but you know, like I left, made sure the door was closed. I come back, dude, I just remember that fucking moment. Like I walked in, dude, and I just saw my boxes of everything all over the floor. I just remember how crushed I felt, dude. But I don't know. Through that, I don't really know what that had to do with it per se. I don't know why I needed that. They took like all my mic, my laptop, my 1 terabyte memory card where I had like a year worth of work on it, dude. Very discouraging stuff, but you know, I can't let that get to me, you know. And even then, like,
Yeah, for sure.
even then I was, you know, with my little brother, shout out Gav, and you know, he was just like, dude, why aren't you just like so upset right now? And like I just remember like, what will that do? You know, like what will me getting so mad about this really do? Nothing, except maybe give me mad heart palpitations or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Except, you know, get my palms all sweaty and just like, ugh, I didn't want that. So I was like, you know,
It is crushing for sure. Like I would be a little mad. I'm sure you were a little mad, but you just didn't show it.
Yeah, I was, but it's like I just remember I just took couple deep breaths, real long ones, probably as long as, you know, eternity, and then it was just like, all right, you know, kick the ground a little bit, hopped in the car, just move on, gotta keep going. That's how I am.
Gotta keep going forward. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, something bad happens, fucking karma for the other guy. Fuck them.
Don't dwell in it. But did I talk about guilt almost being like it's so I think guilt is almost like a useless emotion in the sense. So I'm not saying like guilt. Don't mix up guilt and mourning. Okay, I'm gonna start with that. Don't mix up
Cool.
guilt and mourning, right? So guilt, you know, I feel like it's when you're just constantly stuck in the same, you know, moments that hurt you, right? And you're constantly reliving them. And I understand a mourning period. I really do. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you do need a second where you just need to go off.
Breathe.
Yeah, be by yourself, man. And like learn from it. And that's mourning. That's what I'm seeing, you know? But I feel like guilt is like that little voice in the back of your head that's like constantly telling you like you're not good enough. And I'm going to tell anybody that's listening right now, fuck that, you are. Fuck that,
Boom.
you are. People are fucking, oh, I love people, dude. So,
Yeah, people are cool. I like them.
Yes, yeah, dude. Don't fall into guilt, my friends. Instead, fucking learn from the mourning periods, man, and then just ride off in the sunset and fucking do the damn thing. I love y'all.
Love y'all. Peace out. Just kidding. But yeah, man, that was good. It got a little dark though. I mean, how are you feeling? Are you feeling like good? You got that off your chest?
Yeah, I definitely do. But I feel like a lot of people need to hear that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's going through stuff. Everyone.
We have a lot on our like just chest this week. It's been a rough week for sure.
Yes.
This episode is supposed to air Tuesday. We still gotta edit it, record it, or not record it. 'Cause
And we'll
already
get that
recorded
done. I'm gonna send you. Instead, I'm gonna just send you this right afterwards.
Let's fucking do it. Yeah.
But I noticed. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to bring it back.
Do it.
You have a note here of astrology, and I wanted to see your take on it.
Oh, my take.
Yes.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Like in high school, I read my horoscope. I'm a Sagittarius. I read my horoscope, and I was just like this isn't really like me, you know? Like it doesn't. It's like just kind of general, but it was like that basic Ask Daily horoscope app that was bad. But I got into college. Everybody's using like CoStar and stuff, and like if you have CoStar, 100% get CoStar.
Yes.
It like maps out everything so perfectly. Yeah, because like when I would look at my horoscope, I would think I would be more like aligned with Capricorn because a lot of that it related to me a lot better. But now it just makes sense because like I have like my moon and my rising. I'm not like super into astrology. Like I don't like read my horoscope every day. I don't like deal with any of that. I'm not like super particular about it. But honestly, I think it's more real than like religion because you know what? We fucking came from stardust, and guess what astrology is? It's basically the aligning of the stars.
It is. That's how I feel about it too, man. I'm decently invested in the astrological community. I like what you're saying. I'm a Libra, and like, dude, I remember in high school I'd be like reading it, and like you were saying, and I was like, yeah, I can kind of see it, I can kind of see it. But then, like you were saying, I also have CoStar as well, and I just pulled my chart up here, and you got to take everything into account, right? So you got to take your ascendant, your Saturn, your moon, your Mercury, your Sun, your Venus, your Mars, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and Jupiter, right? And that's where it gets crazy because that takes it more specifically, instead of like the general topic. This is like everything that essentially can make up your whole personality. If you would actually like truly look at it. I know a lot of people just write it off, but I'm just going to tell you, this is...
People say it's space racism, which is funny as fuck, actually. But, I mean, I get where they're coming from, definitely. It's like, I don't want to, like, believe in something that is just, like, automatically, like, if you're not compatible with somebody, you throw them away. But I don't look at it that way. Like I said, I'm not really, like, super into it, so I don't know who I am not compatible with. But there are tales of, like... Oh, this guy's kind of weird. What sign is he? Maybe he might
Libra
be a sign.
is the answer.
Are you not compatible with Libra?
Oh no,
or Sagittarius?
Oh no, dude, we are. Like, dude, remember, like we.
Oh yeah,
we're friends. On
they have
CoStar.
this cool thing on CoStar. There's like a friends thing, and you can see like how compatible you are or how you like work with somebody. And I only have like 2 friends on CoStar though, so everybody like I hope it's like this where it's not like you should never hang out with this person, they are like toxic for you. I think it's more like you're gonna have troubles in this area with this person, and there's gonna be things that are right with this person,
And I wanted to add on to that because it's like I feel like astrology shouldn't be something that puts up walls and barriers. Like considering like. If you look in the past and like if this person wronged you, doesn't mean that everybody like that is gonna wrong you. I think astrology should be more so that we can understand people better. It's like, hey, they are the sign. Then you can go off that and be like, hey, now I know how to better handle situations with this person. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
it should be a unification instead of like a divide, man. That's what it is.
I have this idea for an anime. I told you this already, but. Like, I know there's, like, Zodiac Wars and another one, but they only have, like, 2 seasons, I think. Like, max 2 seasons.
Are you talking about...
I'm talking about making a fucking anime about, like, legit fucking, like, Zodiac signs, and you have powers that whatever sign you get. It'll be fucking dope. There's going to be so... Like, I just have this idea. I'm going to, like, keep trying to jot shit down and, like, just make that work. in the future in some way, shape, or form.
You should make me the Libra captain.
Oh, I'm gonna throw in all my friends. I want it.
Yes.
I want it to like not really have like main characters almost like
Yes,
have
please
so
do.
many characters. Like kind of have like a Titan vibe, where like the fucking main characters die all the time and shit. Like I want like such a big cast. Obviously, you might have to have like a few main characters, but I want it like that vibe. You know.
Of course. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. I love the idea. You passed it by me. I remember reading that, and man, creativity's so fucking beautiful too, man. God.
It is, man.
I love art. Huge.
I think everybody
art.
should have a creative outlet.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Whether that be drawing, painting, pottery, architecture, even
Writing.
I love music. That's what I'm saying. That's mine.
Boom.
I'll constantly just like throw on an instrumental in the car by myself, and I'm like trying to come up with like new rhyme patterns or like come up with a nice hook. And I don't know. Music's so good. It's just so it just heals, man. So
Art
easy.
is so good. There's a reason why the arts have survived fucking centuries through like different fucking societies, civilizations.
Yeah, and that's what
It helps.
Exactly, dude. It's just, and it's crazy if you think about it in the most broad spectrum of it. Like it's just like sound waves, man. Like organized though, and it just hits your ears just in the right spot, and it gets your brain going. And just like that when the words just hit just right, man. Oh man, like I was listening to "Cigarette Daydreams" by Cage the Elephant today. Man, such a good song, dude. That like I listened to that right before I got on here, and that's honestly what helped me come at this with a more positive energy, dude. I love that song. It constantly resonates with me all the time.
I think all those like creative outlets too are just therapeutic also. Like they can be so helpful like that.
Yeah, and and even with non-creative in the sense, I realized, dude, like I love for some reason working on cars. Something about it is just like so nice to me. I could just.
Are you a car guy?
I am. I love cars.
Car guys are like the horse girls, but for guys.
Yeah, I get it, but I like classics, dude. My favorite era of cars is definitely 60s, and if I'm talking about a specific make, it's definitely Cadillac. I don't know why. I love an old Cadillac, dude. But I just noticed like my brain's always running, constantly. Can't sleep at night most of the time. But like something about just like throwing in my earbuds, throwing on my podcasts, not my podcast, well sometimes if I'm being honest, but it's it's good though. For some reason, like with my brain running everywhere, I could just like sit down, throw my earbuds in, let my mind kind of drift into the podcast while I'm working on, cars. And I love it. I love it, dude. It helps. And like also the creative outlet being this podcast even. Dude, it is. Boom. Full circle.
Shout out the podcast on the podcast.
Exactly.
I said it earlier. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Like I've been wanting to do a podcast for so long. I just like Shiloh never wanted to do it, and I know her like schedule is chaotic, and I know your schedule is chaotic. Thank you for making the time to just talk to me for an hour, get everything set up an hour before.
Hey, anything, bro, dude. I just needed to get some coffee. Really, that's what it was. Some coffee and some good music. And
you need sleep also. I'm gonna hold you to that. You need to get some more sleep. That's what they say, bro. Like that's what
so wasteful.
People like we just. It is. It sucks, but you need it until we can evolve past sleep. You gotta sleep.
I know. It's just. I just feel like I could be doing stuff.
Your brain isn't like able to repair itself.
I know, and that's why I think I kind of had a moment today where I was just like, oh, everything was just getting to me. But no, dude, I have to look at it in a different sense, man. I gotta always do that. And thank you also You know what? We could just keep bouncing back and forth with these thank yous, because thank you for
No, thank you. You know what, man? You're the best.
You're the best, dude. You fucking
No, you're the
You
best.
fucking stud.
Thanks. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, going back to anime. Do you have any good like anime recommendation right now?
Dude, instantaneously, my favorite of all time is Cowboy Bebop. Oh my
Well,
god.
that's not like a new one, bro. I'm talking like, what are you watching right now?
Oh, dude, I haven't even touched my TV in probably 2 weeks, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh yeah.
I
Have you heard of Jujutsu Kaisen?
I have not. Well, I think you might.
I
have
haven't
mentioned
started watching it, but it looks good and everybody fucking loves it.
What is it on?
Like Funimation, Crunchyroll, I
Okay.
think only right now.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I was just going with my suggested list, and it always starts with Cowboy Bebop. It's just the aesthetic of
Hey,
it.
Crunchyroll. Hey, sorry. Hey, Crunchyroll, if you want to sponsor the podcast, we be down.
I'll be with it. Fully with it. I'll be wearing like the hoodies and shit. I don't even give a fuck.
Like, if you just want to, honestly, just give me a code to use you guys for, and I can just watch I'll plug you. I'll be like, dude, they're
Instead
awesome.
of, like,
I'll talk about you for like the first 10 minutes if you want.
Oh yeah. Or dude, back to dang it. I'm back to Duncan Trussell. He does his own commercials. Did you know that? Well, you do know that. You listen to him.
I listened to like one or two of his podcasts.
That kind of broke my heart a little bit, but
I'm sorry. I don't have time, honestly. If I have any time, it's for the podcast, our podcast.
That I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, we could I could go back and forth. We could go back and forth with this all day, dude.
Start talking about Duncan Trussell.
Oh yeah, he makes his own commercials. We should. I want to do that. Get some music going. You and I, bro. Get some voiceovers and shit.
Since I do the intro and outro, you should definitely be the sponsor guy.
I got you, bro.
I appreciate it.
I'll get some tunes for us. I'll make something.
Thanks.
No problem.
So what are you talking about? Sorry.
Do you want to talk about the book? Did you want to talk about that?
Oh, your book?
Yeah, it's in the notes.
Your book?
Yeah, the one I was.
Wait a minute, Gannon, you have a book?
Yes. Well, eventually it will be. You and I have worked on it, countless times.
A little bit.
Well, yeah. It was like a couple straight weeks of us just talking about it, coming up with, cast listings, the different, personalities of each character and stuff like that. But it's gonna be called.
The plot.
Oh, actually, should I drop the name? Could it be stolen?
Well, I don't know, actually. Maybe not. You probably shouldn't. You probably even shouldn't talk about it because somebody might steal your idea.
Daggone it. It's a gun.
Nah, just do it. Fuck it. I mean,
Fuck
we'll
it.
be like, oh, it's on the podcast, trademark.
And
Fuck
I actually
you.
have all the footnotes and dates on my laptop, so I can come back on you guys if you want to steal it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be called.
Try us.
It's gonna be
Don't
called.
try us, actually, please.
Don't try us, please. It's gonna be called Death, My Friend. And
Is
essentially.
there a comma in there?
Yes, Death, comma.
'Kay.
My friend. It's you do that though, and
I do.
And
It's more dramatic.
Yes, it is, because it's.
Sorry,
No.
I keep cutting you off.
And it's essentially just like about, death as like the person, the harbinger. One of my favorite, characters of anything is the Grim Reaper. But essentially the story is going to be about how there's this guy that, he dies, and then he goes into the afterlife, and he's kind of drifting for a little while, and then he comes in contact with, the Grim Reaper in the afterlife. And I just wanted to be just kind of like drawing parallels throughout the whole thing that, I don't think death should be something that we fear. Exactly. Like, exactly. Like, humans, in the general sense, we all fear what we don't understand in any case. But, I don't know, death just, something about it is just kind of artistic in a way. It's just like you just let go of this flesh bag, essentially, and you just drift off somewhere else. The thought of that's so cool to me. But no, the book is it's got a lot of dents I got to get out of it. One being getting my thoughts together on it, because I want it to be literally, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I want the literacy in it to be, adequate to everything. I want, like, the tense, like, in the sense of, like, past tense, future tense. I want to be able to make sure that all the words line up and everything like that. I want this to be so good.
Yeah, for sure.
I do. I love writing in any sense. Like,
I want to get good, because I'm a graphic designer. I know I already said it, but I want to get really good at, like, character drawing. I used to love characters. That's actually why I became a graphic designer. Like, when I was 6 years old, my mom got me a library pass, and I didn't fucking like reading, but I started, like, the library in our small ass town had a weekly Shonen Jump. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, a book with pictures in it all the time, and there's fucking, like, fighting and killing and all this fucking shit that my 6-year-old testosterone just couldn't fucking handle. And I started reading it, and that's what got me into, like, drawing and, like, art, and that's essentially how I became a graphic designer. I don't do any of that stuff. Like, I don't draw any, like, anime characters anymore, but I want to start getting better at it and good at it, in a sense, to help you write this book also.
oh yeah, so we could get that collab going, homie. Make this into a show. I would love that. I really would, man.
We should do a Kickstarter. I should also get good at drawing characters.
Hey, I'll try to draw some stuff. I'm not the best at drawing, but I do try because I do enjoy it. But
Yeah, I want this to be yours. So I'm just like your drawing hand,
Yeah.
I want to be, this is going to be your original IP. I just want to help it, bring it to life.
Yes, sir. Just like that. Yeah, dude. Whatever you need, bro, I got you.
Were you done talking about it? You don't want to go into any more details on your book?
Not fully. If anybody has any questions about it, of course, hit me up, dude. All the time. I'm down for if anybody on here ever has any questions or you want to talk, chat, dude, hit me up. If you're going through a tough time, my phone, pretty much, I try to keep the ringer on at night just in case, someone's in trouble. But please, dude, if anybody wants to talk, open.
I think you're going to regret this, honestly.
I don't care. I really don't. I really don't. Well, I don't. Because
If you want to keep up with us, though, we got an Instagram, we got a Twitter, we got our own website. You can find all this stuff at our website at somethingoriginalpodcast.com.
Yeah, our IG pages and whatnot. But, did you want to segue now? I keep saying segue. I don't even like.
Let's
word.
segue, dude. Let's do it.
I hate that word, but I keep bringing. It's just so easy to use. But did you want to go into? This isn't really a segue by any means, but I noticed that you had a point here for controlled energy being able to move things.
Yeah, I sent you a TikTok of this
watched
guy.
this one.
You did? Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. But you know what I did? I sent it through SMS, so it kind of went against my point. So I'm 0-1.
It's a give and
against
take.
you, I guess.
No, dude.
Yeah.
There's countless videos I've saw that you sent me, but I don't know. Social media. It just traps. It just traps me a lot.
I think TikTok is like the best social media ever, because it's not toxic as much. It is toxic, but it's not like Twitter where you're kind of forced to like look at shit. Like the For You page in TikTok is just so catered to you. Like the algorithm like is you. It's like the meme. It's like, oh, this is For You page. Like this is for me.
Right.
I love it.
Well, you obviously know how I feel about social media.
I know.
It's just like I just feel like we all get trapped looking through this window into someone else's lives instead of living our own, man.
It's a poison for sure.
It is. And that's what they want. But no.
I think we are in like such an adolescent stage in social media though. I think it's only up from here once it like starts getting more regulated and stuff. They like start breaking up these social media companies and like just start hitting them with more regulation, cuz we are making like a more like influencer generation, and it's toxic. It's just giving people this unrealistic idea of like how to be, what to look like what to even like be like, you know?
Yeah. And I just like, I always look at it kind of torn because it is good, you know. You can promote things with it. You can, uh, you know, talk to people. You can
Spread the word.
spread the word, man. But at the same sense, like I was saying, it was just you get, I don't know. Don't use it for good, but don't get trapped. Don't ever get trapped. I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm just talking to everybody in general. Like sometimes, dude, like be conscious of how long you have screen time. Honestly, like I try to, like if I'm on social media, it's like for a couple minutes, I get on, kind of just check around, and then like I like after about 10 minutes though, I'm kind of like, I gotta get off, because if I don't go outside and do something, I'm gonna probably end up just regretting it later. You know?
You need to get some sunlight. Everybody needs to go outside for, you know, a minute if you need to. Get some fucking fresh air. Get that sun in you, bro. Like
Vitamin
you need
C.
that.
Or wait, no, it's vitamin. Wait, what's the? Damn it, what's the vitamin that?
I
Comes
don't
from
want
the
to
sun?
sound dumb. Honestly, I can't fucking think of it. I think vitamin C is orange juice. Vitamin
That
D
is.
might be. Oh fuck, I don't know. I don't know actually. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, cuz wait, is it Sunny C or Sunny D?
it's Sunny D.
Oh, okay. So you get. Oh my god! But it's in the name. It's Sunny. Fuck. Is it? Hold on. Hold the fuck. I'm not gonna be this dumb on my podcast. Hold up. Vitamin
Comes from the sun.
D. Wait. Vitamin D. Where does this come from? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is fucking. Oh my god. A Duncan Trussell podcast just came up.
Really? That's a sign, right there.
Shout out Duncan Trussell. Oh my god, dude, it's still not. It's not telling me. Oh my god.
Well.
Oh yeah, vitamin D. Well, it says vitamin D. You can get from food and sunlight. Fuck. So yeah, I guess it would be. Is vitamin C different?
I just threw that out there and I almost instantly regretted it because I don't know enough about it. But sunlight is good for you, and I'll tell you, fresh air is also good for you. Going back to meditation.
Vitamin C is mainly in fruits and vegetables, so I think
Yeah.
vitamin D comes from the sun.
Okay. I'm not gonna stamp it, but I'm gonna say that sounds pretty good to me. You know what I mean?
Watch us be fucking wrong.
I know.
Like I'm gonna be so upset.
Don't be. I don't know enough about vitamins like that. But you know, I think that could go actually into the you talking about the sun. I feel like we could go into the. Did you talk about the center of the universe topic yet?
I talked about it in the last episode that we lost, but I can bring it up again. It could have tied in a lot better with like I was talking about with like what I think we die as, like what I think happens to us when we die. So like there's these points in the world, in our physical world, where in like a random state, I think it's Oklahoma, but I think there are just a bunch of them around. If you stand into this hole that they have marked on the ground, or it's not even a hole, it's just like a fucking space. If you stand in it and you think in your head, like, you know, the voice in your head, you can hear that shit echo. Like you normally can't do that. You can't hear that. But, and the people around outside, they can't hear their voices echo. But once you stand at that point, you can hear that shit echo. And so that, I think that might just be like a fucking bridge or like a sneak peek of what like a different dimension crossing could be like, you know?
Oh, and it's actually good because I actually had something to add on to this now. Like, dude, what if, this is just a theory, But what if the echoes that you're hearing are like the voices of your past lives? You know what I'm saying? Because it's the center of the universe. We come from the stars. If you believe in that, I really do. I pretty much do. I'm always back and forth with theories because I always like to keep my mind open. I always like to absorb as much as I can.
So you think like the voice in your head is the voice of like past?
I feel like your own personal soul's divine conscience in a sense. Like, I feel like sometimes.
What if we are just a vessel in our soul's journey to being a celestial being?
Yeah, like, dude, I feel like definitely our past lives could help us push forward to the future. So, I feel like your conscience, it's so vast, but yet, I just feel
we also talked about how like we barely have like any access to our brain. I don't know like the actual specific percentage,
10%.
but like 10%. Do you know for sure?
Yes.
We only have 10%.
Huh?
What you got to say?
Average human is just I think 10%.
Well, is there people with more?
I think Albert Einstein had 15. There's a bunch
really?
of people throughout. There's a bunch of people throughout history. I feel like, and Albert Einstein, dude, shout out, amazing person, so
you don't
awesome.
Know.
Well, dude, I've read his astrophysics, or not astrophysics, but his theories on quantum physics, and dude, that's some next level shit. Oh man, science is so fucking cool. I love science.
Do you think we jumped from a different, like the Mandela effect? I guess it. Oh, excuse me. I guess it happened in like 2012, like when we thought the world was gonna end. Like there's like this particle collider somewhere in the world, and they fucking launched that shit, and I'm pretty sure that like shifted our dimension onto another path. So like all these like Mandela effects that we think is true came from our previous like dimension. Yeah.
Blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind right now, dude.
That's what I think happened, honestly, cuz we something is different. Something is very wrong.
Yeah.
In like this current timeline. And it's so weird, and it's like we all know the fucking Monopoly man had a fucking monocle.
Yeah,
we all know
for sure.
We all know. Wow, what's the other one? I don't know anymore, actually.
No, dude, I definitely see that, and I do remember hearing about that. Is it a quantum accelerator that they were using over there?
I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but it's something. It was something. I saw something about it, and I was like, that's probably it.
And I think it's crazy how people are just kind of getting away with science that could potentially make black holes also shooting.
Yeah, first of all, do you guys understand how fucking devastating a small ass black hole would be and we're trying to fucking make one on our planet? Are you guys insane?
Very, all of us. But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
Why are you trying this? Instead, let's use all that.
Give us healthcare.
Right. You're using all this money to once again make something that just destroys everything. Instead of like, you could use that and do good. Like, what? Like, I just don't understand.
Well, I think if we get to the bottom of like understanding it, maybe it could help us potentially like evolve, like take the step forward in humanity. But you're playing a risky game with black holes.
Yeah, honestly, fuck that. But no, dude, I agree with you. And
isn't it so crazy that black holes like exist in the universe?
And
like shit just like sucks in. It's so fucking powerful, and there's just like a singularity, or there are no singularities in it. Like it just bends fucking space and time around it. Holy fuck! And we know these are real things.
Yeah, that's what.
And you believe in a guy in the fucking sky?
Don't do it.
I'm gonna just don't.
No, I feel like, I don't know, man. Believe what I personally think, like, believe what you want to believe, whatever works for you. I know
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of
believe what you want to believe. I'm not trying to take credit away from anybody, or not credit, but like take your idea
yeah,
of what happens away. But I mean, it's just like this is happening, and we know this is happening. Like, holy fuck.
yeah, but I've actually mentioned this on the Lost episode. That's what I'm gonna call it now. But I don't know, dude. There's something almost remarkable about somebody that's devout in their faith. Like I was talking about, I was at this hookah lounge out in San Diego. It was like when I first got there, and I didn't have friends. But I'm always the kind of person where I like to put myself in situations where potentially you meet people. And this time I was at this hookah lounge, and I would go there and I'd drink blood orange tea. This is how I'd finish my night. I'd drink blood orange tea, and I'd get a cigar, and I'd just kind of mellow out, just let the day just kind of drift by for a little bit. And as I was sitting there, I swear on everything, I look outside, and then there was these monks walking by, and one of them, I just kind of smiled and nodded, because it's just like, honestly, I think that's so fucking cool. Like, they're out in full like monk garb, the orange, and like just trying to promote nothing but selflessness, and like not clinging on to material things. And then one of them walked in, and I remember he came up to me and he gave me 2 books, and he's like, "Hey, I would like you to read these." And I was like, "Okay, man, why not? I'm here on this earth to learn and understand everything." And I did read this book on it was on Buddhism, and one was more so about like just letting go of things. And I personally took that I take certain things from all all those religions, and I just kind of take bits and pieces, and it sounds kind of fucked up, but I take kind of bits and pieces from each of them, and I try to learn something from them. So that's what I've been trying to do lately, a lot more so, is look back on these experiences.
Yeah.
And that experience really changed my outlook on a lot too. Like such a random thing, turning into something that helped me along through my life. So that's why I know we kind of went into religion last time, but I don't.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, I went.
I was like saying sorry to the people out there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Also, is like we all have our own opinions on everything. You and I, we have a lot of different, like a lot of similar theories, I believe. But also we're different people. So I think it's whatever works for you in this life, dude. Whatever brings good, dude. And I feel like we could probably close on this, because it's
boom.
Life's too short to hold animosity, my friends. Please constantly try to just bring light to everything, dude. The world's dark enough. Don't keep casting shadows.
That was beautiful, Gannon.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, he said it. This is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you guys seriously so much from the bottom of my heart. We got so much positive feedback from the last episode. I just want to say thank you again. I was Hazy.
And I am, and always will be, Gan.
Boom. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys
Yes,
seriously so much for watching or listening.